Hey everybody, it's Andrew Malkoski with the Denver 100, and I am here again with Sarah Varretta with Seniors Helping Seniors. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out.
Thank you so much, Andrew. I appreciate the opportunity.
I appreciate you being here. What I wanted to ask you from our previous conversation that we had here, one of the things that your company helps with, just companionship as part of aging in place.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that specifically, and really its importance in the age in place world.
Yeah. So we do our pairing of caregivers and clients a little bit differently than a lot of people do.
Okay.
So we start to really, when we do our consult, we really dive in with a client or a potential client. What are they? Who are they? What did they do with their life? What got them to where they are? So I always use the analogy. If I have somebody who's a diehard Broncos fan and they're Nuggets fan and they're Avs and they're sports, right, all of the time.
Sure.
And I put them with a caregiver who loves the theater and ballet and the fine arts, they're not going to have much to talk about.
Right.
But if we match them so that they have a peer-based companion, that seems to work much better. And I'm not saying that everybody is best friends right out of the gate, but at least some sort of a common thread. Maybe they both grew up on a farm. Maybe they both served in the service somewhere. But all of those things that we try to match really help with the socialization aspect that we lose as we age a lot of times.
Yeah.
A lot of times as we age, especially if we're in our 90s or, upper 90s, we start to lose those companions and those friendships that we've had for so many years.
Yeah.
And that socialization circle really starts to minimize and shrink. And it's a really big challenge for people. It becomes isolating a lot of times.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think we often forget in our day-to-day society. And especially if they have children and those children still work or they don't live close by.
Yeah.
You just every time it's just a grief that we're losing something or someone. Then if you take away the ability to drive, right? And now they're stuck at home. So a lot of times we just are getting them out of the house. Sometimes our companionship is just coming to spend time with them, doing puzzles with them. Maybe I have a client who has a very difficult time with her vision because of macular degeneration. And so one of the things we do is we sit down with her and her caregiver and her go through scripture because she can't read the Bible anymore, but she wants to. She wants to hear that. And because she doesn't drive, she can't go to church. So we're getting two birds there. Like we're giving her something that's fulfilling and truly based on a friendship.
And how much of that is coming to the house and spending time with them at the house, and how much of it is coming and getting them out into the world to go enjoy activities, or what does that look like? Yes,
absolutely. We do. We have some great clients, and our job is literally, it's the best job in the whole world. It's to get them out of the house. That's it. That's all we're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like, it's just get them out of the house. Take them to Dairy Queen for a blizzard.
Something so simple, right?
So simple, right? That we take for granted because we get to do it whenever we want.
Sure.
But that's the best part in the whole world is just getting them out and like listening to their stories, especially if they've lived here a long time.
Oh yeah.
The changes.
Oh man.
Right? And they can tell you what used to be where and who used to own that property and what it used to be 30 years ago. It's so great to hear all of the historical stuff about our area that we live in.
That's very true. Very, very true. I think that's just such a underserved part of the age in place process, right? We always are really a lot of focus on the medical side of things, also on the caregiving side, but the personal and companionship, the friendship, the social part of that is so underserved.
Yeah, it's really easy to get bogged down by all of our tangible tasks that we need to do every day.
Mm-hmm.
You have them, I have them, we all have them, right? Whether that's shuffling kids to and from sports or making sure that our laundry is done or we've gotten groceries for the week or that some random bill is paid or any of those things, right? And we forget that companionship piece of it. So we have the best of both worlds. We can help those seniors with that tangible task list of whatever that looks like.
Sure.
But we get to chat with them and we get to be their friend while we do it.
Well, that's very cool.
So.
I told you before, but I just think that what you do and your company is so unique. And I really appreciate you coming and sharing some of this with us today.
Thank you so much, Andrew.
Thank you. If you know anybody that needs the kind of care that Seniors Helping Seniors provides, please reach out to Sarah. And thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks for listening, guys.